Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another session of the 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. It is December 23rd, 2023, and it's approximately 2:16 p.m. My name is Peter. My call sign is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and I will be on this session for the 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. The objective is to collect all 12 gifts by amateur radio operators. We are 5 golden rings, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings. I'd also like to give a shout out to my niece, Ellie, beautiful and intelligent niece who is studying for her amateur radio exam, and hopefully one day we'll find her on the air, maybe on CW. We'll see, but that is just wonderful. So, let's get ready. Let's find a frequency to speak on, and we will be able to make some contacts and give somebody 5 golden rings. Stand by while I find an open frequency. Here we go. We're going to sound now. All righty, we're going to sound. Okay. Listen for a few moments. Is the frequency open? Is a frequency available? Whiskey 2 Romeo. Special event station Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay, now we're going to go to our live desktop and we will see the pan adapter. There it is, and you can see by the solid line with the yellow streak going down the middle, that is my frequency. Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings for the 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. 5 golden rings. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Alpha 9 Echo Papa.
Good afternoon. Alpha 9 Echo Papa. Nice signal. 59 plus here into Long Island, New York. The name is Peter.
Hi, Peter. The name here is Dale. Glad to hook up to the rings. We've been scanning the bin. Finally caught up to you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Over.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you finally caught up to me. It makes my day worthwhile, Dale. Thank you so very much. And you have a Merry Christmas and a very, very Happy New Year. Thank you very much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Fox 4 Alpha Hotel Whiskey Mobile.
All righty. Now, you said mobile. Does that mean you're driving in 2 cars? Anyway, good afternoon, really. And have a humorous Christmas and New Year. I will give you a call as Kilo Foxtrot 4 Alpha Hotel Papa and a mobile. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York. Go ahead.
Alpha Hotel Whiskey. I'm in Tennessee. I can't see the meter, but you sound good. Probably 5759. Have a great Christmas. KF4 Alpha Hotel Whiskey, clear.
Well, thank you so much. You have a great Christmas as well. Thank you very much, and safe driving out there today. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey Baker 8 Victor November Hotel.
Victor November Hotel. Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor November Hotel. 59, nice signal, Long Island, New York. The name is Peter.
QSL Long Island, New York, Southwest Ohio. And when you're in the clear, I've got you at 55555, over.
Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, my beam is southeast now, so we'd really be rocking and rolling if I was right on you. 73s and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and the family. Thank you so much. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 1 Kilo Whiskey.
November 1 Kilo Whiskey. Thank you so very much. I think it's Bob or Robert in Illinois. It's Peter, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, very good, Peter. Boy, you're booming out here. Yeah, I'm just southwest of Chicago. Got a couple of other guys in the shack here, but you're just doing a great job. 73, Peter, and we'll let you keep working them. 73 and Merry Christmas.
Bob, thank you very much. Yeah, your audio was just outstanding, really beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Hello to everybody in the shack there, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone there on board. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. Anybody have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York. QRZ.
Natalie 5, Alpha Fox Kilowatt.
Alpha Fox Kilowatt, come on in.
Okay, no problem at all there, Peter. Sounding good. Big signal. Call here is Mike Italy 5, Alpha Fox Kilo, over.
Give me your call again, please, once more.
The call sign is Mike India 5, America Foxtrot Kilo, over.
Oh, thank you very much. I got you in the clear. Mike India 5, Alpha Fox Kilo. Thank you. 10 over 9 here into Long Island, New York. Harper, I think you're in Northern Ireland, if I have my log just right.
Yeah, that's correct, Peter. Northern Ireland on your 20 dB over here into Belfast, Northern Ireland. Sounding good here tonight, over.
Well, thank you very, very much. Yeah, you're sounding fantastic. Great audio. And my beam is not really on you. It's off by about 40 degrees, but enough to give you a wonderful 20 over report here, too. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Cheers and beers. Thank you so much for the time. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Okay, now I have time to put this information on the cluster. So let me find the cursor, and I will do such thing. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Let me put the frequency in. 14. We're at 14.257.6. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo standing by.
Whiskey 0, Alpha Foxtrot.
The Whiskey 0 first. Whiskey 0, go ahead.
Whiskey 0, Alpha Foxtrot.
Thank you. Good afternoon. 5 and 7, Don, from Long Island, New York. 5 and 7. And I think you're in Iowa, Don. Go ahead.
In Iowa.
Thanks a lot. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Don. 73s. QRZ. The station ending in Delta. Thank you. November 7, Hotel Delta Delta. Thank you very much. 5 and 7, Mike, Long Island, New York. Mike, thank you for Northern Idaho. I do appreciate that very much. 73s. And let me welcome you and say very Merry Christmas. You earned 5 golden rings. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings. CQ, 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 Whiskey 2 Romeo. The Golf Station, stand by. Kilo, Quebec.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Foxtrot, India, Papa.
Thank you very much. Kilo, Quebec 4, Foxtrot, India, Papa. Thank you. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, I got you 5-9 here in Tennessee, Tango, November.
Thank you for Tango, November. Merry Christmas. QRZ.
Kilo 4, Foxtrot, Zulu, Golf.
Yeah, standby stations. Now let's have the Kilo 4, Foxtrot, Zulu, Golf. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, you're also 5-9 here in North Carolina this afternoon.
Well, thank you very much for the 5-9 in North Carolina, and I want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas from the team here at 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Thank you very much, and I hope you have a happy holiday as well, 7-3.
73s to you, and you have a happy holiday as well. The station ending in Alpha.
Kilo, Foxtrot, 0, Foxtrot, Uniform Alpha.
Okay, is that Kilo Foxtrot 0 Uniform Alpha?
Foxtrot, Uniform Alpha.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Foxtrot Uniform Alpha. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Foxtrot Uniform Alpha?
You are a 5x6 Central Missouri.
Thank you, Don. 5x6 Central Missouri, 5x7 Long Island, New York, and a very Merry Christmas to you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. This is 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2 Japan Victoria. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and I'm located in Long Island, New York. But please don't hold that against me. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 4, Echo Kilo Yankee.
Echo Kilo Yankee. Very nice signal. Wonderful audio. May I compliment you? Whiskey 4 Echo Kilo. Whiskey 4 Echo Kilo Yankee. Is it Whiskey 4 Echo Kilo Yankee?
Yes, sir, that is, and thank you for the compliment. You're 5'9" into Kentucky. Name here is Chase, Charlie Hotel Alpha, Sierra Echo.
Thank you, Chase. Wonderful signal. Thanks a lot, sir, and have a very Merry Christmas. QRZ.
Kilo 9, Lima, Charlie Yankee.
Thank you, Kilo 9 Lima Charlie Yankee. Thank you, sir. 5'9", Long Island, New York.
QSL to 5'9", Long Island. You are 5'9", Central Indiana. 7-3, and Merry Christmas.
Well, 73 and Merry Christmas to you from Central Indiana. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, I hear a station here a little bit light. I think there's a Romeo in the call. Go ahead. QRZ, this is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Nothing heard. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anywhere at all, anybody. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas, 5 golden rings. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 8, Delta Kilo Bravo.
Delta Kilo Bravo, thank you. November 8, Delta Kilo Bravo, 5'9", Long Island, New York.
Roger, I got a 5'9" for you here in Southern Ohio, too. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you so much. A very Merry Christmas to you. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. A wonderful certificate is available, even if you make contact with me, just one station. If you make contact with all 12, my goodness, I don't know what the heck you're going to get, but it's going to be a wonderful certificate that you will really enjoy. Whiskey 2 Romeo, my name is Peter, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas. CQ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ.
Whiskey Bravo 9, America, Victoria, Washington.
Thank you so much, sir. Merry Christmas. Whiskey Bravo 9, America, Victoria, Washington. Thank you so much. 5'9", Long Island, New York.
Copy 5'9", Long Island, New York. Please copy 5'9", Illinois. 5'9", Illinois. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And I believe your first name is Carl?
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you, Carl. Thank you so much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Delta Zero, Uniform Alpha Zulu.
Yes, Kilo Delta Zero. I think is it Uniform Alpha Zulu?
USL, you're 5'9" in Northeast Iowa.
All right, stand by here a second. I got this things mixed up a little bit. Kilo Delta Zero, Uniform Alpha Zulu, and it says Nick in Iowa. Is that correct, Nick?
That's correct, that's me. And you're coming in 5'9" today in Iowa.
Thank you very much. Wonderful to hear that. 5'9" as well, Long Island, New York. Thanks, Nick. 73s and a very Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Thank you.
There's a station, I think, ending in Golf. Let's try it again. Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I got it. Thank you for the repeat. Whiskey India 4 Golf, 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. Roger, Tennessee. Thank you so much, Mark. A very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 9, Whiskey Uniform Victor.
Roger, a Kilo Charlie 9, Whiskey Uniform Victor. 5'9", nice signal, nice audio. I think it's David in Illinois.
That's correct. You're also 5'9" over on this end. And which 12 days are you?
I am 5 golden rings. Now, if you had to go out on the market and buy 5 golden rings, it would cost you about $2,500. But it's free here through the gracious of amateur radio. 5 golden rings.
Okay. 5 golden rings. Can I get your name for the
My pleasure. I'll give you even more than that. My call sign at home is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Name is Peter. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. QSL?
Whiskey 2, Juliet, Victor, and Peter. Got it. Okay, 73 from me and mine to you and yours. Merry Christmas, sir.
And the same over to you. Thank you so very much. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. 12 Days of Christmas, 5th annual, thanks to NO2C Lou and Sally, Kilo 2 Romeo Yankee Delta. CQ, 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 Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th annual, 12 Days of Christmas. Come on board and collect 5 golden rings, no waiting. 5 golden rings is here for you. Whiskey 2 Romeo. That is my gift. QRZ.
Kilo India 7 Foxtrot Golf Zulu.
Thank you so very much. Said it very well. Kilo Foxtrot. Kilo in. What do I have here? Kilo. Let me get this right. Give me the call again one more time.
Kilo India 7 Foxtrot Golf Zulu.
You know, I'm not used to sometimes some of the variants on the calls. Thank you. Kilo India 7 Foxtrot Golf Zulu. Thank you. 5-9 Long Island, New York, and I think it's Fred in Ohio.
That's right. 5-9 into Ashland, Ohio. 73.
73. Thank you for Ashland, Ohio. My goodness, sometimes I think I'm a mind reader. Thank you. Well, N3FJP helps that a lot. What a nice log. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. November 9, Whiskey Fox Tango. Thank you, and a very good afternoon to you. 5 and 7, Dan, Long Island, New York. Well, thank you very much. The QSB knocked out part of your statement, so I hope I'm not being disrespectful by not repeating it, but 73s and have a very lovely Christmas. 7-3s. Yeah, that came up a bit. Thank you very much. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 12 Days of Christmas, CQ.
Victor Echo 3 Tango Alpha Zulu.
Tango Alpha Zulu. What a big signal. About 25 over 9. Victor Echo 3 Tango Alpha Zulu. Thank you so much. I think it's John, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead.
QSL, you got that right. You're 5-9 Ontario North.
Thank you very much for Ontario North. Very nice signal. Wonderful audio. What kind of rig do you have, John?
I've got, it's listed there in QRZ. It's an ICOM 7300. Running 500 watts into the high gain TH7. Over.
Oh, nice setup. The ICOM 7300, what a masterful job it does. Audio sounds just outstanding, really. What a great bargain. That 7300 is fantastic. Thank you very much. Plays just as well as the big, very expensive radio. 73s, John. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the contact. Really appreciated it from Long Island, New York. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
7-3.
The Kilo station? Kilo Charlie 0, Italy, Norway, Papa. Thank you so much, sir. 5-7, Long Island, New York.
5-5, Minnesota. Thanks, John. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Tom, for the 5-5 in Minnesota. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Is that Kilo Alpha 5 Papa Mike Victor? Thank you very much. 5 and 7, Paul, Long Island, New York. Thank you very much for the 5-7 in Oklahoma. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. The Mickey Mantle State. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings celebrating the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, Long Island, New York. Northport is the location. And I am calling Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo, Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Thank you. I was ready to shed a tear. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Charlie. Thank you so much. 5 and 7 Long Island, New York. Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Charlie. Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Charlie. Are you there? Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta Charlie. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. My call is, that's the home call. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas.
Whiskey 9, Lima, November.
Whiskey 9, Lima, November. Thank you so much. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. Thank you very much, Jimmy. 73s. QRZ?
Yeah, fuck Long Island, New York, and fuck all you liberals out there.
Roger. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5 golden rings. 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas.
Kilo Victor 4, Juliet Lima.
Kilo Victor 4, Juliet Lima. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
5-9, Marietta, Georgia. Merry Christmas, 73.
Merry Christmas and 73s to you as well. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
This is Kilo Mike 4, Golf Charlie.
Kilo Mike 4, Golf Charlie. Thank you very much. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
Fine business, you're 5-9 into Atlanta, Georgia area.
Thank you. Let me make sure of the call. Kilo Mike 4, Golf Charlie. Do I have that right?
That's correct. QSL, Kilo Mike 4, Golf Charlie. I'm operating portable in Atlanta area.
All right. You know, you can't hide from us with these logs. They don't tell lies. Thanks a lot, Doug. 73s, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, 73 to you, and thank you very much for activating.
My pleasure. Thank you very much for your comment. It's really heartfelt. Thank you so much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo India 4, Golf Echo India.
Thank you very much. Kilo Echo 4, Golf Echo India. Thank you, sir. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, UR59, Nashville, Tennessee.
Lovely place, Nashville. Yeah, I went to the Grand Ole Opry at Nashville, Tennessee, the Ryman, I think it's a Ryman Auditorium. Is that still there?
QSL, yes it is. It is still there, still going.
Yeah, that is certainly, that's a historic monument. I loved it. I traveled from New York to get there and really enjoyed myself very, very much. Very lucky to have it. Ryman Auditorium, what a beautiful place. Like the Temple of Music. 73, sir, and have a very Merry Christmas.
73s to you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. The Lima station, stand by. The Kilowatt station, or rather, the November station, come on in. Thank you. November 4, Juliet Zanzibar Hotel Mobile. Thank you. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. Thank you. Safe driving. Merry Christmas. The station with Kilo on the call?
Kilowatt 0, Lima Tango Lima.
Thank you. Kilowatt 0. Kilowatt 0. Let me see what I have here. I got the J instead of the K. Let's correct that. Kilowatt 0. Lima, let's see, let's get it all right here. Okay, Kilowatt, it doesn't want to do that. Stand by 1 second while I get that right. Yeah, we're going to have to take it all. Kilowatt 0, come back again to me.
Kilowatt 0, Lima Tango Lima, QSL.
I very QSL that. Double QSL. Kilo 0, Lima, Tango, Lima. Thank you. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
057 into Mike November, QSL.
5-7, Mike November, QSL. Merry Christmas from all the folks at the 12 Days of Christmas. There's about 25 volunteers at least, and they all wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 7, Echo November Sierra.
November 7, Echo November Sierra. Thank you. 5-7, Long Island, New York.
Roger the 5-7, Roger the 5-7. You're a 5-7 also into Southwest Idaho.
Good to be in Southwest Idaho. Thank you so much for that. And a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo 4, Hotel Mike Foxtrot.
Kilo 4, Hotel Mike Foxtrot. Thank you. 59, Long Island, New York. Kilo 4, Hotel Mike Foxtrot. Kilo 4 station. He'll come back. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey 8, X-ray Victor.
Whiskey 8, X-ray Victor. Thank you very much. 59, Long Island, New York.
And you're 5-9 in Ohio, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for the call from Ohio. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Alpha Golf Mike.
Alpha Golf Mike, come on in again.
Whiskey 7, Alpha Golf Mike, George, Northeast Arizona.
Oh, there we go. All the way out to Arizona, George. My furthest call so far. Thank you. Whiskey 7, Alpha Golf Mike. 5 and 7, George. 5 and 7, Long Island, New York. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, 5 and 7 back here.
Thank you, George. 73s, and have a wonderful day. Propagation is stretching out a little bit. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Juliet Alpha, November.
Thank you. You said that with quite a bit of enthusiasm. Thank you. Whiskey Bravo 5, Juliet Alpha, November 5-9. If I could give you more, I would, but give you about 100 points on the enthusiasm. Thank you, Jan, from Arkansas.
You bet. Yeah, you're a 7-9 also. Sounds great. Have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Don't we showing it? I'll tell you, you should see my picture. If you want to see my picture, go on Twitch TV. You're going to see the me in my shack with the Christmas lights, and you're going to see also the spectrograph from my my Flex. You'll really enjoy it. Twitch TV, my call sign, W2JV. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. I guess I turned everybody off with that line. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5 golden rings, 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Would you believe it? 5 years since Lou and Sally put together this project, the founders. They're always going to be called founders. Isn't that nice? 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Is the band dried up or have I dried up? Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo listening. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 9, Golf Yankee.
Well, thank you very much for keeping me company. I was getting a little lonely over here. November 9, Golf Yankee. Thank you, sir. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
QSL, you're also 5-9, just outside of Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, I've already worked W2R, but you seemed a little lonely, so I thought I'd give you a call. Merry Christmas. Thanks for what you guys are doing. Having a blast with it. 7-3 and 9GY.
Well, Jim, thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Yes, I was going to start to shed a tear and maybe start talking to myself. So thank you very much for keeping me off the ledge. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. 73s, and have a very glorious holiday. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet X-ray Whiskey.
Juliet X-ray Whiskey, I think. Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet X-ray Whiskey. 5-9, Long Island, New York. And I don't think I have the call right. Give me a correction on that, please.
Yeah, negative. It's Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet X-ray Whiskey.
Ah, there you go. How can I get that wrong? I have a cat named Oscar. Shame on me. Kilowatt Oscar 4, Juliet X-ray Whiskey. 5-9, Daniel, in Long Island, New York.
All right, you're also 5-9 here in Kentucky, Kilo Yankee.
Well, thank you for Kilo Yankee very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. What more can I say? I know what I can say. Good health. And how about this? A humorous new year. Let's have more humor in 2024. We could really use it. Thank you. 73s, and Whiskey 2 Romeo is listening. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, CQ. I think I'm going to move this log sheet there. It's not really doing me a lot of good. I'm not able to see it. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I guess I'll put it Well, I don't know if that doesn't make sense. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Stand by a second while I get myself organized again. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Yeah, that's better over there. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. Let me now find my cursor here. CQ calling CQ. There it is. Whiskey 2 Romeo. It's only in yellow. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Long Island, New York. The name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. And this is the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. The station ending in radio. Roger, that's, do I have that right? Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor Charlie? Merry Christmas. Yeah, your call is not coming up here. I'm surprised. Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor Charlie. Do I have that right?
Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor Charlie Radio.
There you go. I left out the last letter. Shame on me. Whiskey Bravo 8 Victor Charlie Radio. No, dupes don't matter. It's Warren in Ohio. QSL?
Roger.
Thank you. Thank you, Warren. 73s and Merry Christmas to you. Warren, any questions at all I can answer?
I think there's going to be 2 Canadian stations for a bonus, right?
That is correct. That is correct. All you need is one of 2 to get the bonus.
Real good. Now I got 5 to go, so away we go. Take care.
All righty. Up, up, and away. Good luck, and I'm sure you'll get it. They're very active, all 25 volunteers. Right now, W2C. Which ones do you need, Warren? Which ones do you need now? Do you need Whiskey 2 Papa?
I believe so.
Okay, Whiskey 2 Papa is now a few cases up. Well, more than that. They're at 14270, Whiskey 2 Papa.
I'm going there. Thank you.
My pleasure. 73s and a very Merry Christmas. QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray Juliet.
Roger. Kilo X-ray 5, Sierra. Sierra, let's see. Kilo X-ray 5, Sierra. That's India, Juliet.
Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray Juliet.
I got it right the first time. Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray Juliet. Thank you, Roy, from Arkansas.
Yeah, all I want for Christmas is W2 Charlie, W2 Lima, and Kilo 2 Papa.
Okay, you've got W2 Papa is on 14270. Whiskey 2 Sierra is on 14290. QSL?
QSL. Already got those. I only got 3 left.
Which 3 do you need, Roy? Which 3? Okay, you're on your way, Roy. Good luck and Merry Christmas.
Thanks for putting on the show. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, we enjoy it very, very much. We really do. I'm going to make my log there a little larger. I got to get the form size up. Going to get it to 100. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo, which is 5 golden rings. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 2 Romeo. 5 golden rings at your service.
Echo 1, Romeo, Alpha, Echo.
Uniform?
Uniform standby. Victor Echo 1, Romeo Alpha Echo, 5'9", Long Island, New York.
QSL, you're a good solid 5'9 plus, Nova Scotia. Thanks for the contact and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you so very much for Nova Scotia. I appreciate that. QRZ.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Quebec uniform.
Charlie, Quebec uniform. Whiskey 8, Charlie, Quebec uniform. Thank you, sir. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
5-9 plus here in Ohio. Name is Paul. Merry Christmas.
Paul, let me make sure you call. Whiskey 8, Charlie, Quebec, Romeo.
Charlie, Quebec uniform.
There you go. Thank you, Paul. I got you now logged in. Thank you so much. Lorain, Ohio, I believe. 73s, and have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas, Paul.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir. QRZ. CQ calling CQ. Don't be shy. Come on forward. I don't bite. QRZ. CQ calling CQ for the 5th annual 12 Days of Christmas. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. Whiskey 2 Romeo. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. I'll take anybody at all, anywhere across the country, across the world. This is Whiskey 2 Romeo. The Tango Golf, please come in.
Alpha Echo Zero Tango Golf QSL.
QSL, sir. Alpha Echo Zero Tango Golf. Right, 5-9, Long Island, New York. Ken from Minnesota.
Yep, thank you very much for the contact and the special event. Have a good Christmas, 73s.
You too as well. Have a wonderful, blessed Christmas. QRZ.
Kilo Alpha 7 Victor India Sierra.
Uniform standby. Is that Kilo Alpha 7 Victor Romeo Sierra?
Victor India Sierra, go ahead.
Roger, Victor India Sierra. Kilo Alpha 7 Victor India Sierra. And if I have it right, Joe from Wyoming.
Yes, sir. You have Joe in Wyoming. Merry Christmas to you and have a fine day.
Merry Christmas. You have a fine day too, Joe. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. QRZ.
Whiskey 3, Mike Bravo X-ray.
Mike Bravo X-ray, stand by. There's a station in the background in Japan, I think. Yeah, there's a weak station. QRZ, QRZ.
Whiskey 3, Mike Bravo X-ray.
Yeah, Sierra Foxtrot, come on in. The station with Sierra in the call. Nothing heard. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
November 8, Tango Alpha uniform.
Tango Alpha uniform, thank you very much. Yeah, sometimes those guys work really hard at it. November 8, Tango Alpha uniform. You know, if you're having trouble getting to me, there's one quick way. You can go on my Twitch stream, Twitch TV, my call sign, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and you'll be able to put your call in and say, please reach out for me. Thank you. November 8, Tango Alpha uniform, 5-9, Long Island, New York.
And you're 5-9 to Michigan, QSL?
QSL 5-9 into Michigan. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate that. 73s and have a very, very Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo. Thank you. Well, let's see, it's Whiskey 6. It's Whiskey 6, Kilo United Kilo. QSL? Is that Whiskey 6, Kilo United Kilo?
Kilo, 6 Kilo, United Kilo.
Yeah, give me the call again, because I got the K's all mixed up. Give me your call one more time, please.
Yeah, I apologize. Kilowatt, 6 kilowatt, United Kilowatt, Roger?
Thank you. Kilowatt 6, Kilo United Kilowatt. No issue for you. My fault. I was just listening weirdly. And the K's kind of got me. I think that's the most K's I've heard all weekend. Thank you so much. Kilowatt 6, Kilo Uniform Kilo, 5-9, Peter, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, QSL to 5-9, you're about 5-5, 5-5 in Kilo Yankee. I'm also a ham radio streamer. I do amateur radio TikTok. Username is E-Radio Kid, the radio kid on TikTok. I stream every Wednesday night and do TikToks for youth on amateur radio education. I heard that you're streaming on Twitch, correct?
That is correct, yes, for sure. And do me a favor, would you put that information on my, send me an email if you could, my QRZ page. Would you mind doing that?
Say it again.
If you can put your information on TikTok on my send me an email through my QRZ page. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor.
Yes, QSL, I will do that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, if you could follow me on Twitch, I'd really appreciate that. 73s, thanks a lot.
Italy, November. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Good luck to you, and good luck on your TikTok work. The Italy station?
Roger, Italy, Kilowatt 2, Quebec, Italy, November.
Buono Natale. How could you be so strong, sir? Italy, Kilo 2, Quebec, India, November. Renato, you're like 15 over 9. Are you doing something illegal?
Roger, you strong signal, 5920 dB over 9. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, back to you, ciao.
Ciao, ciao, Renato. Thank you so much. Wonderful signal. And thank you very much. Buono Natale. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Be well. Thanks a lot. Good signal. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey November Kilo.
Whiskey November Kilo. Thank you. Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey November Kilo. Thank you so much. 5-9, and I think it's Stephen, Ohio. This is Peter, Long Island, New York.
Roger. It is Stephen, Ohio. Thank you very much for the 5 and 9, and you are also equally a 5 and 9. Really good signal over here in Northwest Ohio.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the K numbers must be high because there's a lot of QSB on the signals, but good enough to be a 5-9 at one point. So 73s and a very Merry Christmas. QRZ, anybody, anywhere, Whiskey 2 Romeo. The X-ray standby, Kilo Bravo 2. Sierra Foxtrot, the last letter. Thank you. Kilo Bravo 2, Sierra Foxtrot Zulu. Thanks so much. 5 and 5. Richard, I think you're in Congers, New York. QSL? Well, 73 and Merry Christmas. Enough to make a contact, and you're in the log for a wonderful certificate. QRZ.
Whiskey 3.
Kilo 4, Hotel Mike Foxtrot.
Hotel Mike Foxtrot, standby. Whiskey 3 station.
Whiskey 3, Mike Bravo X-ray.
Thank you so much. Nice audio, by the way. Whiskey 3, Mike Bravo X-ray, and you're also 5 and 9. Name is Peter, Long Island, New York.
Roger, Matt, Northern Illinois, you're 5-9.
Thank you, Matt. QRZ?
Kilo 4, Hotel Mike
Kilo Charlie
Foxtrot.
9, Whiskey Uniform Victor.
Victor, standby. Kilo 4, Hotel Mike Foxtrot. Thanks for waiting. Like a bakery over here. 5-9, sir. 5-9, Long Island, New York.
I am 5-9 from Clarksville, Tennessee, over.
Thank you for Clarksville, Tennessee. QRZ, I think it's a Zulu. Is that Zulu station? No, I don't think so. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Charlie 9, Whiskey Uniform Victor.
That's it. Whiskey Uniform. I forgot it was a Victor. Kilo Charlie 9, Whiskey Uniform Victor. 5-9. Thank you. Long Island, New York. Hi, Joe from Indiana. Kilo Charlie 9, Whiskey Uniform November. Yeah, the signals are really funny today. They're coming and going. Kilo Charlie 9, Whiskey Uniform November. Okay, you'll be back. They just drop out now and then. CQ, Whiskey 2 Romeo, 5th Annual 12 Days of Christmas.
November 05, Juliet Papa.
Juliet Papa, standby. The Papa state is, let's see, QRZ, Sierra, I think, station?
Papa Yankee 4, Radio Germany Sugar.
Yes, I thought I heard you, but I got it wrong. Papa Yankee 4, Romeo, Germany, Sugar. Thank you. Very, very nice signal. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
Thank you very much. 5x9 in Southeast Brazil. The name is Raphael. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think it's Dr. Raphael. Am I right on that?
Again, please.
Is this Dr. Raphael?
USL, Dr. Raphael, PhD. Thank you very much.
Okay. I was going to say, if anybody's bleeding, they're going to call you. But PhDs can do it work. Congratulations, and 73s. And pleasure speaking with you from Brazil. Merry, Merry Christmas. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Romeo.
Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Foxtrot.
Papa, standby. Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Foxtrot. 5 and 9, Long Island, New York.
5 and 9.